I just finished watching the most recent episode of Ouari no Seraph, episode 10, as you've all probably seen so far. If not, there'll be a link down in the description along with my Twitter, and there'll also be a link to the anime. So, yeah, let's get right into it. And I will say, damn. Like, holy shit. So we had Guren versus Mikaela this episode, and just the strength both of them displayed was impressive. We had Guren, he already had one pill he already doped once, so his strength is like 1.5 times increased. And Mikaela was easily holding his own against him. And then we learned out they weren't going to fight one-on-one. Most of the Moon Demon Company was targeting Mikaela and the Commander. And we learned that Mikaela is the third progenitor. Remember Crowley from an episode or two back? The one of the nobles? He was only the 12th. There's a huge difference of power if we're going from 1 to 12 like that. All I'm gonna say, Mikaela's definitely a shit ton stronger than you, because for a few years, I'm betting you barely trained, because he even said at the start of the anime, around episode 2 or 3, Guren pretty much avoided him for 4 years. Sure, he got a sword and all that, and I bet he did a little training, and even with the amount of training he did up until this war, he's not going to be anywhere near on Mikaela's level, if you actually look at that whole reasoning. Mikaela, from the day he was turned into the vampire and everything, he's probably had access to training well beyond the availability that you would even have. So, and he probably also got special training from Cruel, since he was her favorite. Mikaela, bro. You didn't have to do that to Guren. Why did you have to do that? Please, I'm hoping on the off chance that Guren isn't dead. Mikaela stabbed him, and I don't know if the vampire swords work like the demon swords that the humans have, where it'll evaporate the person. So, I am sincerely hoping that our man Guren is not dead from being stabbed by Mikaela, who is no longer holding back. Guren even had doped a second time, but he wasn't able to get the full effects. And we learned Farad is extremely, extremely strong. He held back so much at the very beginning of this series. Bro, this war is epic. All in all, this was definitely a damn good episode. That cliffhanger, though. Fuck! Why do you have to do this? We have Yu's group. They're rushing to back up Guren and all that. And they watched Mikaela stab and most likely kill Guren. That set Yu over the edge, and before he knew it, his sword had pierced Mikaela. Mikaela was going to attack, then he hesitated after seeing Yu. Yu, he stabbed, then recognized Mikaela. That cliffhanger is going to be the death of me this week, along with Dan Machi's. This week's been pretty damn good with anime. From Shokugeki no Soma with that horrendous boss that needs fired, to Dan Machi with all that, with the past parade and having to go lower and potentially come into contact with lower boss Goliath, to even this episode with the war and all of this. Damn. So, as always, if you haven't seen this episode before, or if you haven't really watched the series, be sure to check out the links in my description. There's Twitter and a link to the anime, so be sure to do that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews. It's always much appreciated, no matter how much views, dislikes, and all that. Just leave a comment, what you want me to react to, comment about, or etc. I'm here for you guys. Outerwix Nation, and I'm over and out.